Hi, my name is Mondt, and I am running for President of the Society of Flight Test Engineers in 2020. I'd appreciate your vote. In keeping with the spirit of our profession, and to keep your interest for a 5-minute video, I've structured this like a pre-flight brief. We'll start off talking about our mission, we'll set some objectives, and then define some success criteria for this particular sortie, the next 2-year term of the Society's Board of Directors. So why do we as a society even exist? Any organization should answer this question for themselves. In the book 7 Habits, there's a principle that says, begin with the end in mind. So where do we, as a society, hope to end up? I submit our mission is to get flight test knowledge out of the minds of the people who have it and into the minds of the people who do not. This must happen to achieve the maximum possible safety levels in our industry. This should happen for us to be the maximum possible effective professionals that we can be. Our jobs, our industry, our companies stand to benefit from this as well. My hope is to turn the society's focus inside out. First, we'll meet the needs in industry, and then we'll look to our own needs. Of course, we'll work to preserve the organization, but we don't even have a right to exist unless we accomplish our mission. Furthermore, industry does not exist for our benefit, rather we exist for the benefit of industry. The same is true for us as an organization relative to you, our members. It's all about you out there on the tip of the spear, performing critical tasks and filling critical roles. Everything we do as a society should revolve around you. To my knowledge, a flight test industry census has never been completely performed. We could use more data. But by my estimation, the number of people worldwide directly engaged in a flight test capacity number in excess of 10,000. And yet, the Society's membership has only hovered around the 1,000 mark for several years. Unlike the test pilot community, the average tenure of people staying in a flight test engineering capacity doesn't appear to exceed 10 years. I mention these things only to underscore my contention that our mission accomplishment rate, the propagation of knowledge throughout industry, is low. Furthermore, existing knowledge continually erodes as people move on in their respective careers. We have to work hard just to maintain flight test knowledge. Our efforts must be increased in this area, and increase them we shall. I will work to increase flight test knowledge transfer by disseminating information more broadly. We'll study information access points that our fellow flight test professionals use, the ones that aren't currently connected with the society, and then we'll put information through those channels. We'll increase flight test knowledge transfer in 3 ways. 1, we'll disseminate information that we already have by new channels. We'll convert media and format as necessary. 2, we'll take the information that we already have in its format and make people better aware of it by better publicizing the information that's already available to them. And then 3, we will generate new content. We will find ways to make it easier to generate content, lower the barrier to entry, but then we'll also work to recruit and identify new content creators by finding people with their passion to share knowledge and help them share what they wish to share. With this next 2-year term, it is my hope and intent to leave the Society with a better flight test knowledge disseminating skeleton. 2 years from now, you will be able to see the first steps going in new directions. Then, with that foundation in place, pace should accelerate substantially in the following 2-year term. Remember, if you don't see value, value doesn't exist. If you don't see things happening, they're not happening. If you see unmet needs of the sort I'm outlining here, please let us know. During the next 2 years, I also intend to work to strengthen the bonds between the chapters and the board. For example, each chapter should expect to hear from the executive director or a member of the board each quarter. Well, that's the brief. Any questions? If you do have questions, or if you want to provide any comment, please contact me on LinkedIn or by my personal email, mark@jilord.com. Again, my name is Mark Mondt. Please vote for me, President, 2020 Society of Flight Test Engineers.